I thought I'd just do a little video of how I made and how you can make possibly the easiest campervan bed for a small to medium size campervan. It's 6 foot long, and when it's out it is 44 inches wide or 112 centimeters, which is the same width as most rock and roll beds, and obviously it's going to be a lot cheaper than one of those. If having watched this video you don't fancy making one, I can make you one. Just get in touch. So basically, to get it out of bed mode, you lift up the foam, fold out that ply, and if you pull the foam across, straighten that one out, in about 30 seconds flat you can get your bed into ready for sleeping. I'm now going to go through how I made everything, so I'll just get the bed back up. Okay, the measurements for the foam first are 71 inches long in both instances, 16 inches for the back piece and 28 inches for the seating piece. I'll get those out of the way and show you how the bed itself is made. Okay, for accuracy, I'm going to do the measurements for the ply in centimetres, and both pieces are 179 centimetres long, so just shy of the 180. The narrower one is 44 centimetres wide, and the wider one 69 centimetres wide. And in this instance I've used 12mm ply, which is probably the minimum I'd recommend. You can use 18, you might have it a bit stronger. And I've used 4 hinges. If you are going to put, as I have, a flap there to get into your electricals, you might want to put an extra hinge in that section. That one was fine as I found. There is a bit of wind noise behind me all of a sudden for some reason, so forgive me if it's annoying, but I'm going to carry on with the video. And to rest, I've used, this is 44 by 18, I believe, it might be 44 by 22, and I've screwed that with some good long thick screws into this unit I've made to support it on the side there. I'll go to the other side, and to support this edge I've just made this unit basically out of CLS. I'll just fold that up and show you that as well, but CLS going all the way around to support it on the other parts. For the height I've done it, it's this height because there's still plenty of headroom once the foam's in. And by the way, I used 4-inch deep foam. You can use what you want, but I can access this cupboard and get what I think is a really good sized portable toilet, which can be fit easily in the cupboard, in and out there. For this little unit here, obviously I've made cupboard doors to fit. The height of every piece of CLS is 34 centimetres. I've used a base which is 44, I think, by 12 in every instance. So that's the same all the way around, the same height of CLS for the leg supports. And obviously I've just used a plank of wood here and trimmed it around to fit the seat, and I've even put my switches in that bit. You do have a little bit of useful storage there, and I imagine people might put their boots, shoes, whatever in there, but maybe a laptop. Okay, in these sections, oh yeah, the long piece of CLS that's gone on the top is 82.5 centimetres long, and I've used some good sized screws as previously mentioned to hold that all up. And Moving on, this is the area I use for my electrics. There's still plenty of room there for some storage there. The CLS legs are the same size, and the long piece of CLS across the top is 180. Now in my case, because I wanted to put a diesel heater outlet there, I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 legs. You could easily get away with 5, because if you don't want that section, you don't need it. Obviously, you just can get some bigger cupboards then. But I find that's a good spot for the heater as well. And that fits nicely at the back there. In this van is a Vivaro. Obviously, other size vans, this sort of size, other vans are very similar. And for the back supports, I have used 5 legs of the same size and the same size base, so it's nice and easy. You can actually slide it in and out if you need to, if you don't have the heater and everything there and the electrics attached to it. But if you're just making yourself a bed that you want to get in and out, if you've got a work van, for example, that would be a very easy way to be able to have a removable bed. The cupboards are a little bit harder to make, the cupboard doors rather. I've just used doorstop, cladding, hinges, and obviously some brass bolts. I think it looks nice and finishes it off. You may not need doors on yours if you don't want to. On the back end, I've again used a bit of cladding, different bits of sizes of wood, and a bit of the 12 by 44 just to finish it off at the edge. I find that helps as well, stopping the foam sliding around when you're driving along. For this cupboard unit, that is a 50 centimetre wide piece of timber that I have scribed to the side of the van, so that when this comes out, obviously you've got a bit less room there. That goes down to about 46. Every van's slightly different, so you'll have to scribe it into your own van. The length, I suppose, is pretty immaterial, but overall 104 centimetres. I just made it so it fits into the corner there and to the edge of the door there, so that it's a nice size for supporting the bed. The height of this from the ground to the supporting beam is 30, just under 35. And again, as I said, I've used some good size wood screws into the CLS, which is strong to support it. The CLS legs, I've used the same wood on the base of it, and I've screwed the CLS legs into it, and they are 64.5 centimetres long, and there are again 4 of those, 5 with the middle one, sorry, 5 lengths of that, a piece of that underneath, a piece of the thicker 22 or 25 mil, I can't remember, across the top, just to make a nice flat surface for the top worktop to go on top of. Again, inside I've used some of that same timber as the shelf there, and I've used bits of the offcuts basically to go around the edges so everything looks neat. With some nice covering for your foam, I think that's a cracking looking, easy to make campervan bed. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching.